Hello and welcome back to my base in a box. So where we left it last time I got to about 8 hours and I had died hideously with very little prospect of ever surviving. So my plan, I wouldn't say it's a cunning plan, but my plan is to start again. So I'm starting again from 4 hours. The reason I picked 4 hours is because at that point we didn't have too much biter expansion. Sorry I'm talking slow, I'm having trouble dealing with the fighting. So at this point there was still the possibility of surviving, basically. And as everybody keeps saying, Factorio is a game of automation. I kind of died in an endless cycle of pocket crafting. So I was constantly trying to build things just to survive, and not really making any progress. So what we're going to do is have a drive back and think about how we can automate some of the things which I was pocket crafting. So the other thing that happened, which was sad, was that I kind of ran out of things to research, and the reason for that was that I was down to researching things which needed green and red, and I ran out of green and red, which, you know, fine. I wasn't in a position to bring my main base online, but equally, oh, they're getting ready to mount an attack. Let's see what we can do about that. Now, I don't want to build an entire research bus. I genuinely do want to do that with my big base. However, sorry for all the dead time. I'm attempting not to die hideously. Come on, die. Great. However, what I can do is brew up some red circuits and some other things with some little custom builds, and use that to keep everything moving. So I think what I'm going to do is set up a little mini plant to make to make military and blue science. That's an oil well. Sorry, I find the oil well, when it's a single dot, often visually confusing. Right, where are we on the map? Right, let's go around here. I'm just exploring at the moment, re-exploring, because we had uncovered all this space before, but that was in the previous game. So I'm sure there was a nice patch of useful stuff up here. I'm hoping it hasn't decided to roll me a different map because I've restarted. That would be very sad. Let my car take care of these. Okay. So this is a copper iron. So I'm sure there was a copper iron, and there's coal, there's iron. Maybe this is it. Let's have a drive. Is there a copper? Yeah, there is. Okay, so this is where my outpost was. Right, so we're going to reclaim this, but not now. We'll come back. First of all, I'm going to upgrade my bullets, because we're doing all our fighting with bullets at the moment, and they need to be as effective as possible, so we're wasting as little resources as possible. We're also going to head back to our starter base. I'm going to rejig the balancing on the chests because they are not ideal at the moment. I'm going to kill Facebook. There we go. Where are we? Ouch! I still can't drive. I'm going to head back to the starter base. We're going to rejig some limits on chests and what have you. And then we're going to slap down a build that's a sort of getting started with petroleum build. Okay. So, the other thing we're going to do is I was building walls of turrets last time, and the clever people among you will remember that actually we have walls. We can build walls of walls. So I'm going to start walling stuff in, initially just with defense around turrets, but later on we'll do something a bit more clever, which will be the beginnings of defending our base with a perimeter wall and rail network. Okay, so that's set to a single stack, that's fine. Mining drills, 2 stacks, that's fine. This, right, we need lots of ammo, so I'm just going to let that continue to build in the background. Turrets, that's pathetic, so let's have 4 stacks of turrets. We're going to need grenades. Let's do that. Okay. We are siphoning off some iron for pocket crafting and circuits. Let's siphon off a lot more circuits. We're not currently collecting any copper. We're going to need that. Okay, and we're going to set that to 4 stacks, I think. Nobody needs all the copper in the world. Right. I never had enough steel when I was pocket crafting, so let's increase that. There we are. Bullet damage. Great. So let's do some more of that. Okay. Then, oops, sorry. Totally pressed the wrong button there. We're going to set up a couple of assemblers here, and this is a bit cheeky. Okay, so this is going to be military science. And we are just going to feed from boxes, because I don't want this to run indefinitely. I want this to only make the stuff we need to make. But equally, do a steel chest for now. Equally, I do want a bit of military science so that we can get explosives and a couple of other things. All right, so military, to make it work, needs turrets and grenades and red ammo. So let's grab some turrets and some red ammo. If we make too much military science, that's not really a problem. We can come back and make more later. Okay, so let's put 50 of those in and 200 of those. We can come back and put in another 50 gun turrets when they've been made. Okay, the other thing we're going to do, and this is a little bit premature, exactly the same setup with boxes. Whoops, sorry. A good excuse would be that I'm drunk, but I'm not. The real truth is I've started going to the gym and I'm pretty much useless for everything for hours afterwards. Okay, so this is Science Pack 3, the blue science. It needs engines and mining drills, which we have. So we will put some of them in. So 50 engines. Do we have 50 mining drills? Yeah, there we are. Okay, and 50 red circuits, which we don't have. So what can we do about that? Well, what we can do about that is use a little blueprint I've made. This is a self-contained petroleum build, and we need, to get it going, we need some pipes, which I've got. We need some assembly machines, which I've got. We need some, where's my mouse gone? Okay, so we need some chemical plants, not many, but then they don't stack very high. This is where we got some things wrong. Okay, so I need one of those. Two's not a problem. Then we also need a refinery. And refineries you can't make in these Tech 2 machines. They need gears and pipes and steel. That's what I'm missing. So let's go over to our steel box. And our steel box is where? Over there. Okay. So I can make a refinery now, which I think means I have everything we need. Okay, so let's head up. We've got a conveniently placed oil field just up here. Now let's take that blueprint there and plop it down. Now, it's just running off a single well, so I really genuinely don't care about other wells. It's not what we're doing today. Right, let's top up that. I'm carrying 200, so let's put that in the car. Okay. And what can we not make here? We can't make the storage tanks. Let's put everything else down we can. Okay, so this is one of those, thank you BBC, this is one of those builds for oil which is kept alive through the power of buffering. Right, can I make one of those? Yes, I can. Brilliant. Okay. Oh, that's it. The tank can go there. Because it's all done through buffering and nothing is properly ratioed, I'm not even going to pretend that things are ratioed. Then a lot of things either back up or have to be controlled with a bit of circuitry. Circuitry is the poor man's ratio maker. Right, and there's a couple of things we don't have recipes for yet, but we will fix that. Whoops. Okay, put the blueprint down again. Okay. There we are. Right. So I think we just need 3 more tanks. We need to hook up the power, and we need to hook up water. And then we put supplies in chests and we're ready to go. This is the coal chest. And we should have plenty of coal here. 200, well that won't be plenty, but it's good for now. Put that in. Right. This chest up here needs 1 copper, 2 of iron. So there's 200 copper, we'd need 400 iron. This one down here needs circuits and engines. And let's put half our circuits in all of our engines, we only have 2. And this one needs circuits, so let's put all the rest of the circuits in there. Then we need more copper for this chest. Okay, so I'm going to head on back. We'll grab some iron and copper and steel. Okay, what can we research next? Insert capacity. Actually, I'm breaking my own rule here. So we are going to do military related stuff. Right. Military has stopped researching because it's run out of gun turrets. 39 of those. Right, what do we have next? I need copper, steel, and iron. Okay. I probably also need some circuits. Let's see. Right, let's make a bit more room. I don't need to have the walls in my pocket. I'm going to make some of those. What else did we need? I actually can't remember, but I think I have everything now to be able to make them. Okay, let's grab some more iron, because I've got a feeling we'll run out of that. Okay. Probably not enough. Okay, that's better. I feel better going back with a full inventory. One, two. Oop, standing in the way. 3 of those. Are we actually missing anything else? I don't think so. Great. So let's put some materials in. So batteries. Do this all in round numbers because they're easier to work with. So how many batteries do we want? We need 2 for each robot. So for now, let's do 100 robots. Okay. Sorry, that's 50 robots, isn't it? Okay. So if we're doing 50 robots, I need 50. What does this need? 2 circuits. So I need 100 circuits, and I need. Okay, so let's take that back. Copper cable. That's always going to be the thing I run out of. And then this needs all the circuits because we're just wanting to make as many red circuits as we can. Okay, so I'll need to come back. Right, T. Let's do that. Okay, so I'll need to come back and supply a lot more coal. I need to bring back engines. Let's get this powered up, or at least wired for power. course, the most important one is there. Okay. So I'm going to run big poles over, I think. And how are we doing for... Yeah, the water's going to have to come through this way, which is a bit of a pain. This is the water line, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. It's not going to reach past that pump. There we are. Okay. Let's run this. I'll have to run back again the other way with power. So it's annoying, but not the end of the world. Right, get a pipe in. Seriously? Okay, well, luckily I'm just down here, so I can grab electric engines and underground pipes. The other thing I'm going to do is take my 100 military packs there. This is certainly not the best way to do this. There we go. Okay, so they're preloaded. I can always make more military by dropping more gun turrets in. Right, I needed electric engines and underground pipes. Grab the undergrounds. I'm going to grab ammo just on principle. And the electric engines are here. Okay. Great. So with our single round of military, we can now do explosives, which are here. Okay. And this is going to be pretty much how we do things. I'm going to feed in exactly what's needed of these research packs as they're needed. We'll make them in batches ahead of time. Do I have offshore pumps? No. Can I make one? Yes. Fair enough. Great. And I need a single pipe to connect the water. Then, ooh, coal. That's good. Another 2 stacks. I'm going to need big power poles to bring power back. And I'm going to run the power parallel to the pipes. It's going to make it easier to rip up later. Awesome. Well, I am quite pleased with that. Okay, so let's put more coal in there. It's always going to be the coal we run out of, I would have thought, although the circuits may give it a run for their money. So that's working away. Everything's working at the speed it can work. This needs engines. There we are. So we now have electric engines. Do we have batteries? Is there anything stopping batteries being made? No sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid. No sulfur. Okay, it's just being made slowly. Yeah. And we have some precious red circuits. I am so pleased with that. Okay, so yeah, there's nothing more to say here really, other than we have red circuits. So this means we can now get on with doing a bit more research and start bootstrapping up to drones. So I think all I'm going to do now is put down some turrets. And some wool, which I've left in the car. I've started to get a bit paranoid about this since the last game. Okay. And I'm not even going to bother to properly box it in. This is more about protecting the gun turrets so that when the bugs prioritize those, they last. Okay, so this is all going. Where are we up to? So we have 34. Okay. So what I'm going to do basically is stock this all up, make sure that everything has what it needs. That has plenty, I think. So I think everything is stocked here apart from possibly this copper. Let's check. No, I think I'll be fine for now. And then we're going to go off and do some other jobs elsewhere and come back. Okay, well that's probably a good place to wrap this up. Thanks for watching, and I hope you haven't found it too soul-crushing as I have to have to go back to the beginning and play this through a bit more sensibly. Well, thanks very much for watching. Hope to see you again soon, and bye-bye.